Hey everybody, welcome. This is Don't Stop December. Hold on, let me just fix the camera. Hello everybody, yes, this is Don't Stop December. This is your boy, Prince Onyx, wishing you all a wonderful Wednesday evening, and I hope you all have a great day. As you can see today, I do not have my shades on, actually. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take care of that later. Actually, I have my headpiece on instead. My shades are, however, right here. Pretty much, this video is dealing with something that pretty much requires me to wear my glasses for the most part. So yeah, I'm only going to use like 3 examples. So let's get into this. So tonight's topic, my lovely queens and smart kings and princes and princesses. Hello everyone. Tonight's topic is about certain artists and who do I think will have longevity. But this isn't just about who I think. Hold on. This isn't just about who I think will have longevity. This is also you guys' input as well, and which of your favorite artists, or not so favorite artists, but you know of them, who do you think will have longevity? Now, pretty much in the collage, the people that you will see, let me just grab my phone. Come on. Yeah, things are so slow. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better at it. Okay, so the artists that I have in this collage that I created are the following. I have Angel Hayes, Azealia Banks, Iggy Azalea, Diggy, J. Cole, Tinashe, Janae Aiko, K.Michelle, and the lovely SZA. So pretty much, these are just a few of many artists who I believe will have longevity in this day and age. Now, let's start off with Angel Hayes. Now, she pretty much broke out onto the scene, I would say in 09, I think, 2010, around 2011, and then she ended up getting signed in 2011, and pretty much was recording an album, and she had like 2-3 singles out here and there, and once she had got signed, it kind of became weird to me, because I was thinking that, okay, she has 1 single out here, then 2, then 3, and then I was just like, oh, like, you should have like something else going for you. And then on top of that, when it came to interviews, she really did like most of her interviews like overseas for the most part. So then that was another part where I was just like, okay, because it's just like, as far as like being diverse and stuff and keeping an open field, I guess, or an open field of press, it was kind of like very quiet on her end. And I was just thinking, is her team doing this? Is she doing this? Because, hold on, y'all. Damn, I'm in the middle of a video. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so it's like with Angel Hayes, I think that she will have longevity in the long run if she plays it smart. Pretty much when her debut album came out, her debut album is called Dirty Gold. When it came out, it had sold less than 1,000 in the U.S. and then over in the U.K. it sold like 876, and that was just like wow. So you know what? I'm actually gonna take my glasses off because the glare is really bothering me. So forget it. I'll put my shades on for you guys. Ow! I almost cut myself. Anyway, so yeah, pretty much it's like, it was just so weird, and I was just like, like, is she, what's really going on? But, she ended up being able to still tour off of this album. Of course, she toured of course, knowing her, she toured mainly overseas and is still doing festivals like here and there or whatever. She hasn't really done a tour over here, and it's just like, I'll probably talk about that a little bit later, but, oh, hey girl, shout out to you. But yeah, I'll probably talk about that a little bit later. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably talk about that a little bit later with artists and the types of touring that they do. And yeah, I'll talk about that later. Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, with Angel Hayes, I think that she will have longevity for the most part if she plays it right. Now, following that, Azealia Banks, I know that I can feel it in my bones and in my soul that Azealia Banks will have longevity in the long run. I really feel like Azealia has it because her being independent now, she sold. Oh Jesus. What is that? Anyway, I feel like with her being independent and selling like 11,000 plus copies in the first week, and then towards the third week it came out to 15,000 plus. I feel like that is really great for her as an independent artist, and I feel like now that Azealia has the album out and that she is already making plans for a big tour, and then on top of that, she's dropping Fantasy, the second wave, next summer, and then on top of that, she's getting ready to drop Broke with Expensive Taste, the deluxe version. So it's like I feel like now that she's got things worked out, she's playing her cards right, and she's really she's playing her cards right, and is really really getting herself out there more. So it's like, and just really moving. She's moving in a different tone and moving to a different beat, and I love it. So I feel like she's going to have longevity as well. Following that, SZA, and pretty much SZA and everybody off TDE, I just can feel that they're going to have longevity because a lot of people, I would say the artists from TDE, I feel like they have a very cult like following, and it's like, the fans are just going to love them. And it's like also I think they're planning a big TDE tour eventually. It's probably going to kick off next year, and I'm really excited for that. So, it's just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just really feel like her and everybody from TDE, they're really going to have longevity in the long run. Also, with people like Diggy and J. Cole, I feel like, they too have a very cult-like following and a very great, strong fan base. I support both of them as well. And I feel that the type of music that they produce, it'll be played, like people will be more receptive to that versus, some of these new cats out here like a Young Thug or whoever else who is barely even talking on the beat. They're just mumbling and humming some stupid shit at this point. But yes, I feel like J. Cole and Diggy, those two will have longevity as well. For Iggy Azalea, I don't know, because I feel like, and it's not even a matter of it's not a matter of because I support her, but I feel like after 2015, I don't know, I feel like it might start to get a little rocky for her, just a little bit. And I say that to say that it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like with Iggy, I feel like she'll be very lucky if she does have longevity. I feel like she'll be very lucky if she has longevity. She just has to really, she still has to adjust to being famous. She still has to adjust to all the bullshit that's going to be thrown her way. And she just has to make the smart moves, that's all. But I feel like she'll have longevity, but with her, it's kind of like, you're stepping on eggshells, and it's like, no pun intended with eggshells being white, but whatever the case may be, I just feel like, it's kind of like, yeah, because she sold, 52,000 to 55,000 Kai units in the first week, which isn't bad, coming out the gate. So, I mean, and she's been beating all these records, and of course we all know it's because she's white. But aside from that, it's like her fan base, they're okay, and I say they're okay because it's like, I feel like, to be honest with you, not to even make this video go into a different topic, but I feel like with Iggy Azalea's fan base, all of them on the low, the majority of them are white, and therefore, on the low, I can just tell that like they probably are racist about this much. And so it's like, if you come for Iggy or attack Iggy, they're going to attack you. And then notice how they'll call you an N-word with the ER, or just, they'll come at you very derogatory. They'll come at you very derogatory But then, you know, next thing you know, they're tweeting or posting pictures of like Nicki Minaj or J. Cole or Jay-Z or Beyonce about, oh, look at who I'm listening to on my iPod. So with her fan base, it's kind of just like, eh. But anyway, and you know, her fans, some of her ugly ass fans are probably coming to attack me. So, you know, and the reason why I say ugly, it has nothing to do with looks. It's the personality, because you know, it's just like with her fans, like I said before, the majority of them are most likely white, and therefore I feel like they have some very serious undertones of racism and are racist, just a little bit, better yet, you know, about a lot of it. So I feel like with her fan base, it's just like, you know, eh. But anyway, moving on from that. The next artist who I think will have longevity is Tinashe. I saw her performing at the Soul Train Awards this past weekend. Mind you, I will be doing the Soul Train Awards review, so that will be coming most likely this weekend. And something about her performance, it gave me a lot of, and I'm just putting this out there, so, you know, be mindful. But with Tinashe, it gave me a lot of, like, Aaliyah tease almost. And so it's like, you know, I feel like if she just keeps going on the right path, because she's like R&B and soul, but she's almost like a little bit of alternative R&B in a sense, from what I heard from the album. So it's kind of just like with Tinashe, I feel like she will have longevity. Again with her, and then with all these other artists who I'm mentioning, it's just a matter of like the right moves and making the smart moves. Because of the age that we live in, you know, it's a blessing to have longevity. I remember like a while ago, this was like earlier this year, Lady Gaga had posted on Facebook that you know, wow, I've made it. Like she said, wow, like it's been 5 years since I dropped such and such song or her first album or something like that. And so it's just like, damn, like, you know, it's taking people. You know, people are happy to just, like, people like that are so humble that they're happy to just have, you know, 5 years in the game, in the industry. So it's just like, with longevity, you know, you just got to play things smart, and you just got to really just keep your head above water at all times. But, you know, nobody's perfect. We're all human, and we all make mistakes. And, you know, you just have to, you know, be on your P's and Q's, your A's, B's, and C's, you know, all that good stuff. So, yeah, following Tinashe is Jhené Aiko. I feel like she will have longevity. Her first album, it sold like 125,000 plus. So, you know, depending on what sources you go to, some say 121, others was 21,000 plus, and others will say 125,000 plus. So, depending on your sources, they'll say either or, which is still good. And then it's like with her, she's, I would say, very alternative R&B, but, you know, still R&B and soul to its core in a sense. I feel like with Jhené Aiko, you know what? I could see longevity coming from her. I could really see it with her. You know, it's just really with the artists who I've just mentioned, Angel Hayes, Azealia Banks, Iggy, Tinashe, Jhené Aiko, SZA, you know, with them and also with Diggy too, it's like a matter of like, I feel like once you beat the sophomore slump, because we all know about the dreaded sophomore slump, that nasty like artist curse that's like been put in the industry somehow, some way, and we really have to fight it. Anyway, yeah, with the, like, you know, if they can all surpass the sophomore slump and get over it, then we know that they're a shoo-in to have longevity. It's all a matter of surpassing that second album and the whole curse around the second album, which I'm sure that all these artists can do regardless. So, you know, following that, speaking of the sophomore album, K.Michelle, I feel like she will also have longevity in the game as well due to her strong fan base. And, you know, yeah, I just feel like due to the fan base, you know, you know, who supports you no matter what and love you and support you and all that good stuff, you know, they will have longevity. Now, throughout it all, you know, like I said in yesterday's video, aside from music, they have to keep their choices and their options open. You have to keep your door open. You can't just have it solely focused on one path, because it doesn't last, because the whole music doesn't last forever. So when I say longevity, that's not just limiting them to music. That's not just that's not just to limit them only to music. It also could be fashion, films, books, acting, film to television acting, songwriting, producing, opening up their own label, signing different artists, different things they want to do, talk show hosts, game show hosts, whatever the case may be. So, it's just like you just have to keep your options open, I feel. So, those are my choices. Those are my different choices for the people and the artists that I think will have longevity. And I want to know your thoughts. Which artists do you think will have longevity and why? And also, would you like to see them get into other business ventures aside from just music? So, with that being said, my princes, princesses, kings, queens, duchesses, and duchesses, and counts and countesses, put your comments below and let's get it started. And I wish you all a great, wonderful Wednesday evening. And I hope that this video, really inspires you guys to think and, really get critical and really, have some very well thought out, drawn out responses. And with that being said, be sure to like my Facebook page, Prince Onyx. Follow me on SoundCloud, Prince Onyx. My Vine is also the same, Prince Onyx, in parentheses, P.O. close parentheses. Trying to think. Twitter is Black Onyx1. SoundCloud, I already said SoundCloud, that's Prince Onyx. Tumblr is Black01, that's BLACKO and the number 1. I'm trying to think of the other. Oh yeah, and also here, my YouTube channel. So, like and subscribe, comment, share, and let's get the ball rolling. I want to know you guys' thoughts, and let's really get into this topic. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't Stop December. We are still in effect, and we are still a go. Shouts out to Much Love. We keeping this thing going, and non-stop. Don't Stop December. We keep it going over here. Sayonara. Buenos noches. See you all tomorrow.